Upwork is a freelance website um, where you can actually get a job. Personally, Upwork is actually one of my favorite freelancing websites because to some extent, Upwork is straightforward. That's just the truth. Upwork is straightforward to some extent, and Upwork allows you for a lot of things. It allows a lot of things. But one thing I've realized is that people are so in a rush to actually use Upwork that most times they do not even actually verify their Upwork profile. They don't optimize it. And if you know me very well, I'm not a fan of you rushing or just doing things just because you want to get a job. If you actually take your time to do things the right way, it's better that way than for you to now rush. At the end of the day, you don't get a job. At the end of the day, you are still hustling. Not giving you an assurance, but if you follow everything that you learn in this particular class, you would be let me just tell you that you're on the right path to actually making money using Upwork. So now, first things first, I'm going to the first ever full-time job as a freelancer I got as a virtual assistant. It was from Upwork, but the client actually hired me for like a full-time role outside Upwork, although it was according to the terms and regulation for full-time, and that contract was for up to 8 months, I think. And so because some employers, instead of them to be telling you to submit CV, they just go on Upwork to find people to actually hire directly without wasting much of their time. So now, if you do not have a skill like, oh, you're not a data analyst, you're not a software engineer, you're not all of this, there are some easy skills you can actually use in making money on Upwork. And these skills are really, really easy. We have things like virtual assistants, we have customer support representative, where you're actually probably just replying message, replying email, doing all of this. We have code calling. So what do code callers, what do they do? A company can hire you and then they will give you some contacts, and what you'll be asked to do is to just send messages to these contacts, ask them to come and buy from their office, sending them emails. I'm not sure if you've ever gotten an email or a DM on your Instagram page telling you to come and patronize this social service, and when you even open it, you see that they've not even post anything about those services. Most of the time these people are cold callers, so they have a contact. Most companies, they have like a contact of leads, a lot of people that they are like their potential customers. So what they do is to just give you these contacts and you call. You can see that it is not really a skill that you have to actually do a skill. Online research. For online research, for example, you can be asked to do some online research to probably, okay, help me to get 100 names of restaurants in Canada, help me to get name of real estate companies in Lagos, help me to get names of anything whatsoever. So it's actually one important part aspect as well. We also have proofreading, where they send documents to you, help them to check for punctuation, help them to check for spelling errors, and all of this. These are skills that they actually hire for on Upwork. We have transcription. You can be sent a meeting, like a Google Link meeting, or a Google Meet link, or like for example this class that we're having, I can actually send the video to you after to help me transcribe it into a report. I can send an audio call and ask you to help me transcribe it into a call at the end of this class as well. We also have some technical or IT support, which can be okay, troubleshooting and all. We can also have things like email management, where you are asked to help them to manage their emails, filter their emails, sort their emails, and lots more. We also have appointment setting, which you help people to actually book people for book their calendars and lots more. We also have chat support contractor. I'm not sure if you've ever used the website and then you want to chat with them on the website platform and they tell you, oh, Awa is online, or this also person is online. That is your task. So you can see that these are actually some profitable tasks that even Upwork knows that, oh, you don't necessarily need to have like a very broad skill, but you can actually still use their platform for these particular skills as well. So this is actually a ready-made account on Upwork, but I'm going to try and open a fresh Upwork account so that I will be able to show you how to actually create an account from scratch. So let me just go back to www.upwork.com. So Upwork sign up. To sign up for Upwork for freelancer clients. So if you want to sign up for the first time, I'm still going to come back to the ready-made account, but just to show us if you're a newbie and you've never used Upwork before. So this is it. Oh, this is signing up for me again. Let me just log out. This is for one of my clients. So let me just log out and try signing up from scratch. So sign up. So you have the option of actually signing up as a client or freelancer, but don't make the mistake. So this client account is for clients that wants to hire for a project, and this freelancer account is actually for freelancers that are looking to work. So we are applying as a freelancer, so your option should be a freelancer. So the next thing you would be going for is to check for example, name. So email, let me just look for like a fresh email that I have never used before. I'm coming. Carol with NG. That's NG20 20 at gmail.com. So you set your password. Your password can be anything at all. Country, Nigeria, and then agree and then create my account. I think someone is trying to join this class. And then you create your account. So this account has been created. So it's going to redirect us to confirm, verify the email to continue. So let me go to this particular Gmail. You have to go to your Gmail account and then verify the account before you can continue. So I'll go to this particular account. Just go to the email that you use in registry just to verify the account so I can use the account now. So the account has been verified. Let me enter the email once again. I'm coming. Okay, let me reshare the screen. Okay, So this is the next page that is going to bring us. I don't know if you can see my screen. So now, so the next thing is, are we ready for your next big opportunity? So we need to continue, answer a few questions. So get started. So have you ever freelanced before? I am brand new to this. I have some experience. So you can either select anyone that is best fitted, but um preferably you just say you have some experience and then you click on next. So what is your biggest goal for freelancing? To earn your main income, to make money on the side, to get experience for a full-time job. It's good. Just anyone. Or you can just keep now if you're not interested. So, and how would you like to work? I would like to find opportunities myself, or do you want to create a project catalog? So, find opportunities yourself, and then click on I'm open to contract to hire opportunities, and then click on next to create a profile. So, how would you like to tell us about yourself? Import from LinkedIn, fill out manually. So, if you have like a LinkedIn account and your resume is on your LinkedIn, you can just import this from LinkedIn directly. If you have a resume, you can just upload your resume or just fill out manually. But I prefer to always fill out manually, honestly, because most of the time it's just like an extra job for you. You just realize that it's an extra job at the end of the day when you decide to fill this out. When you decide to fill this out, or to just import from LinkedIn. Sometimes it imports some things that are so unnecessary. So let's say fill out manually. So what is your professional role? So majorly your professional role should be the exact thing that you are doing. So and then I would like to state this, that most of us actually state things that are not related to us. But one of the, if you are a data analyst, just stick to data analyst. You're a web designer, stick to web designer, but you cannot combine web designer and still say you're a virtual assistant and still say you're a social media manager. Some things do not work together. For example, if I call myself a virtual assistant, I have the opportunity to have as many skills as possible. And that's because as virtual assistants, we have like three main fields being a virtual assistant. You can be an administrative virtual assistant, I can be a technical virtual assistant, or a creative virtual assistant. As an administrative, that's when I'm handling emails, calendars, appointment settings, cold calling, research, and all. Technical, this is where I'm doing troubleshooting and doing anything that has to do with technical support, sometimes uploading data, doing data entry, using Microsoft Excel, bookkeeping, and all. And when it comes to the creative parts, if I know how to design graphics, for example, I know how to manage social media, to do social media management under the sorry, creative as well. I know how to write blog posts, so all of these things can be under that. But aside from virtual assistant, most of the other skills, they do not align, they do not look like each other. I see a lot of profiles, and then you would see somebody telling you she's a customer service, and then she's now a data analyst. She now puts all of these things together. You actually confuse the algorithm of the Upwork. You convince it because now, even when people are searching directly, because people actually search directly, they go on Upwork and just type virtual assistant. Your name would not come up as because you're not combining like 100 skills together, and these 100 skills are even unrelated. And most of the time, even if you want to play safe and actually niche yourself, some people even go as far as saying, "Okay, I'm a medical content writer. I'm a finance blog post writer. I'm a data entry analyst. I'm a data entry clerk." So people do not even say they're a virtual assistant generally. But if you would like to have the opportunity to have as many skills as possible, related skills, like I said, under the virtual assistants, we still have opportunity of doing administrative, technical, and creative skills. So, but aside from that, you cannot be a social media manager and now you're now putting Microsoft Excel. They are not related, they don't look like each other. So if you actually have an Upwork account before now, this is one of the mistakes you might be making. So my purpose of this class, I'm just going to be going along with, let's assume, virtual assistants. So if I'm a virtual assistant, for example, let's assume I'm a virtual assistant, and now next, okay, let me just use just virtual assistants, and then next add your experience. So if you have relevant work experience, add it. If you do not add it. But I would like to say that most of the time you can just add an experience and say probably you're just freelancing like on your own. For example, I might not have worked for anybody before, but I work for myself. I design website for myself. I can do all of these things myself as well. So most of the time, that is why sometimes when you're actually learning the skill and you want to actually go global with your skill, it is really advisable that you register your name, your personal name. For example, my name is Awalabi. I'm supposed to register my name as a company, as an entity on its own. So that if I tell you that I'm working for myself, my name is registered as a company. So you cannot dispute that fact with me. So now let's assume title, let's just say, since it's still related. So now people make this mistake. You now come and just write your experience, go and bring your university qualification. Upwork has no business with that. Your personal qualification is your personal qualification. It has no business with Upwork. So my company can be my personal, like my name, for example. Let's just say I'm working for the name I register. Probably I use my name in registering. I just registered my company as a freelancer that I work with people. Because if you actually grow as a freelancer, also you need to have like a company account because your personal account might not be. Especially when you work for clients abroad because you have to file your taxes and all. So using like your personal name sometimes might not even work at the end of the day. So it is really, really advisable to just like open like a company account to register your name or just accompany your name just for your services. So let's just assume that this company is still Awao Alabi, and then the location is Abuja. So now, most of the time, when you had your name as your only experience, so I'm talking about someone that does not have any experience. If you actually have experience that are related to that particular job that you are claiming, the particular skill that you are claiming to have on Upwork, you can actually add it. But I'm talking about if you do not have any experience related to that field. So I'm currently working on this show. What is the start date? The requirement is to have, let's say the start date should be a minimum of, let's say, you've been working on this role, let's say for the past 6 months, or just to show that you've actually been working on it. And like I've said, some people actually have experience. I'm talking about if you are just starting out from scratch. So your start date, let's just assume um December year 2023, and then you are still working on it. So what are the descriptions? So now this part is where you now think about everything that you've been working on as a virtual assistant. After the class, I'm going to share some templates with you that you can guide you regardless of whatever skill that you have. So now what this means is a description. This is where you talk about what you actually did in that particular role. So now I can write here that I managed calendars. I manage calendar for my client. Calendar for my clients. I manage my clients' email. I provide administrative, technical, and creative support. I'm going to send to you like a more detailed template that you can actually use as a virtual assistant. Just talking about what you do on that particular role. So I'm just going to end this here and then click on save. So now next add your education. So your education can actually be um your degree, and if you do not even have a degree, just look for a certification that you've done before. But majorly if you have a degree, it's a bit safer. So let's just ignore. So you need to add it. It actually makes your profile more visible. So what happens is that for every section that you fill, it is adding up to your account. So normally you need to have at least 80% before you can start applying for jobs. So if this account is not up to 80%, you cannot apply for any job. So that is why all of these things are important. So next, add languages. Skip for now. So add languages. So if you can speak more than 2 languages, you can actually add it. So basic conversational fluency. The reason why this is also very important is that sometimes I once registered for a client on Upwork, and after registering for her, we added that she could speak German. And the first ever job that she would ever get on Upwork was actually a translation job, where she was hired to translate English to German, and they actually paid her well. It was even a contract to hire job for up to 1 year. So this is why this is very, very important as well. You need to take it very serious also. So if you have a language, you might actually even find an opportunity there. And she not even apply for that job. We're just looking for people that could speak English and speak German at the same time. And they hired her for that particular role. So my level here is fluent. If it's English, you can add other languages. So then next, add your skills. So now you can actually use some AI tools or just think about it. What are the skills that are related to me being a virtual assistant? What are the skills I actually want to be hired for being a virtual assistant? So on a group later, if for example your skill is not a virtual assistant, you have the opportunity to actually ask questions and I can actually tell you some of the skills you can mention. The purpose of being a virtual assistant, like I said, on a virtual assistant now, we have administrative, technical, and creative skills that I could add. So now I can add up to 15 skills. So the first thing I'll be adding is my virtual assistant skills. So now I'll add some of the skills I'm doing: calendar management, email management, administrative support, technical support. Let me see if technical support is there. Technical support, um, data entry, transcription, transcription. Let me see the options that we have here. Transcription software, um, content writing, research, research and development, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, social media management. These are skills. These are still within you as a virtual assistant. So what other skills? Code. Let me see if code calling, appointments, scheduling, appointments, setting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It does not have to be up to 15, but just ensure that you are utilizing every skill that you have under a virtual assistant. Creative support is not part of it. Let me just leave it this way. If I remember any other customer service, and then that is it. Then next you write an overview. So this overview as well, I'll be sharing some templates with you, and I'll also be showing you, even without sharing the template with you, I'll be showing you how you can just craft something. So they have a template on the side that you can use. So instead of I'm a software something, it can be that I am a virtual assistant handling administrative, technical, and creative support for busy organizations, or organizations. Whether you're trying to, you cannot, it's not almost like used to these templates. So you now, under this page now, you now list all those skills that we've listed. So you now say, these are the services that I offer. I'm going to share a template more just so we don't waste time here. So these are the services that I offer, and then you list all the services that. The next thing is to now choose our categories. So what are the main services that you offer? This is the part that you had that. So virtual assistance is actually our main service, and let's just leave it that way. So next, set your rate. So what I like to advise people is that when you're just starting out, you do not have job experience. So most of the time you're at the service because they don't want to pay you high, because they don't want to pay someone that does not have any experience. They don't want to pay them as much as they would pay someone has started house earlier before. So you are the service, so you need to put your rates down. If after you've gotten your first job, you can actually now say, oh, you are increasing your rate at that particular time. You can actually increase your rates then, and that is still okay. But when you're just starting out, just try and reduce your rates. So for example, you can just leave this as $10 per hour or 8 for virtual assistants, because most people, when I show you the page, you see that even people that have done $20,000 job, they still leave it because it's quite competitive and you just don't want to do that to yourself. So the next thing is to add your photo and location. So now, after this part, you need to fill your photo. So let me talk about this picture. Your Upwork profile picture should not be a picture where you are just sitting down or you're sitting in a far place and your face is not showing very well. Your profile picture on Upwork should actually show your face clearly. It should be like a profile picture, like it's just your face that they are seeing very clearly. You don't have to be sitting afar that you cannot even see. It's not a fashion photograph. It's not any of these things. So you need to add a picture, your date of birth correctly. You need to add your date of birth correctly. So one thing I would like to tell you is that on Upwork, you cannot fill a wrong information, because before you can withdraw any money out, you add your tax information, you add your international passport, because they want to be sure that they are working with a real human being. So you cannot afford to, like, use a fake name. When the time comes for you to withdraw your money, you'll be able to withdraw your money, because they will use your tax, they will use your national passport or your valid ID card. They accept NIMSI for people in Nigeria as well. You have to use your NIMSI to actually verify. So they have to see if it is you that you actually want to collect money. Because we're even like, if you're in Nigeria, for example, it's not easy for you to actually even withdraw money in foreign currency like dollars in the first place. So now if you're now lying, that is your own loss, because whatever accounts that you want to use in collecting, you cannot use somebody's account. Even if you have a brother that is abroad that can help you to withdraw dollars, you cannot use their account. The account you have to use has to bear your name. So that is the reason why you have to ensure that every details here, your street address, your city, your province, your postal card, your phone number, everything is correct, because they will use your phone number to actually verify. So they'll send you, sometimes they send a code and sometimes they do not. But now you will now click on review your profile. So once you've reviewed your profile, most of the time it takes 24 to 48 hours. Once they see that you're not doing anything wrongly, they would approve your page immediately. And that is okay from there. So once they approved your page, you now come back to this first page that I was showing you. So this is where it now brings you. Let me reshare this page. So let me reshare this page. So let me reshare this page. So it now brings you to this page. This is the next page that Upwork brings you to. So now this is the page where you now start seeing jobs that you want to apply for, everything. But before we now go into jobs that you are trying to apply for, I want to teach you how to do something. So for example, if you notice where I was talking about your profile, that it has to be complete, it has to be everything. There are some things you actually need to do. All these things, if you don't do them and you apply for a job, I'm sorry to say, but you're just wasting your time, because people that even have it complete, they've not gotten a job, not talk of you that you do not want to comply with everything they're asking you to do. So it's actually a very tough situation. You need to comply with this. So now the first thing is this video introduction. I advise people to actually do it, although it's not compulsory. And It's one of those things that you can ignore. Um, Excuse me, but I'd advise people to actually do a video introduction. So how do you do it? When you once you do a video introduction, you can, if you have, everyone has a YouTube channel. Once you have a Google account, you have a YouTube channel. So you just upload, you talk about, okay, if I send you the templates for the summary, you can use it for it. Hello, my name is Awa. I'm a virtual assistant. I can help you to handle administrative, technical, and creative support. I can help you to do this. I do calendar management, email management, data entry, bookkeeping. Excuse me, these are the services I render. And then um so what it shows, you can upload it on YouTube. You don't even have to put it on public. You can upload it privately on YouTube. And once you upload it privately on YouTube, you just copy the link and just put it in this box. And then you're able to just you're able to verify the video to the video formats. So it's currently loading. I don't know when it's loading. So you'll be able to verify the video formats, for example. And once that is, sorry, because I have to relog in into their accounts. Okay, so like I said, when it comes to this complete profile section, and then we have the, once you've done this, that is it. Then we have the portfolio. So your portfolio are like your work samples. So I like to tell people that it is actually one very, very important aspect as well. We're going to go to the profile. You see what the profile looks like. Then we have the certifications, if you have certification, if you don't have it. So portfolio, because you've not gotten a job before, but you still need to add something. I'm going to show you how you can actually get some portfolio. So other experiences, if you have that, but if you don't have all of these things, I think these ones are not, they are the least important. Your summary, every other thing, those are the most important ones. Once you fill those ones, you have about 85%, which means that you are good to go to start applying for job. So now let me explain this interface that we have here. So we are currently at this Upwork part, and this is where you would find all your work samples, sorry, all the jobs that are available. So if you see here, these are the best matches. This matches your skill perfectly. And we have most recent. These are the ones that have recently been posted. If you can see here, this is 11 minutes ago. This is 11 minutes ago. But if you come here to the other part, which is this, the best matches. So the best matches is actually the one that is best matched with your skills personally. So this is like 7 hours ago. Sometimes you might feel like, oh, a job that was posted 7 hours ago, over 50 plus people have actually over 50 plus people have actually posted this, sent their proposal. So you might feel like, oh, there's no need to post to actually apply for this particular job. And then we'll come to the save job section. These are the jobs that you save. So for example, I'm going through any job, for example, and I'm not sure of whether I should apply for it or not. So I'll just click, simply come here and click on save. Because if you refresh your system, some of these jobs can go away. So once I've done this, I'll be able to find all the jobs in the job section easily. So the next part is, this is for everything that is in the home screen. On the right as well, we have where we have your profile. We have this availability badge. So this availability badge means that you are ready to take a job. So most of the time they charge you like before I even come there. So there's something on Upwork that we call Connect. So you use this Connect to apply for a job. So when you are opening a new account on Upwork, they give you 50 connects. So that 50 connects is for free. And every month also they give you 10 connects. So if you actually apply for jobs and then you've waited all the connects, you apply for jobs that are not really relevant and you do not get a job before your connect is finished, you have to buy a new connect. But I would advise you, if you are just starting out on Upwork, Aside from the 50 connects that Upwork is going to give you, I advise people to buy an extra 100 connects. An extra 100 connects cost around, in naira, cost around 20,000 naira or so. So when you buy 100 connects, you know that you have enough connects. Even if you don't use it up in 1 month, Upwork is not going to take it away from you, and you're well assured. And by the grace of God, when you start getting job, Upwork actually gives you free connects for every job that you get. So at that point, you don't have to continue buying connects. But just to be on the safe side, because it might not be possible for you to get a job with your first 50 connect, just buy an extra 100 and know that you have enough connects for your usage. So now this availability badge, it takes 7 connects every month. So if you're available, sometimes people turn up off their availability badge because they are not available to take a job at a particular point. Sometimes you're very lucky, you are getting like 6 jobs at a time. If you don't want to disappoint clients, you just turn it off. Turning it off means you are not available. Even if they want to invite you directly for jobs, you are not available to take the job. And also, please note, if you are available and then you turn it off, even if you apply for jobs, it will show to those clients that you are not available. That means you're just wasting your connect at that point. So always check this to see that it's always turned on, especially when you're interested in applying for a job on Upwork. So this boosts your profile. It's just their own way of wasting your connect. So boost your profile means that they release your profile for other people to see. I think it's about 10 connects monthly as well. If you can afford it, it's something you can actually pay for. Also, we have this connect as well. So this person has that excuse me, has 36 connects available. So if you want to buy more connects, you can buy more connects. So they have this consultation section where you can actually book clients for consultation. If, for example, they want to ask you some questions, although it's not available for people here in this country, but this particular person, our account is not a Nigerian account. So, but the consultation part, you can actually book people for consultation. You can charge them, teach them new things before they can actually book you. We also have the preferences, which is how many hours you are available to work for per week. If it's 30 hours, if it's 20 hours, and all. Also, you need to talk. This is where you will see your profile visibility. Sometimes people's visibility are in private. You have to always ensure that this is in public as well. Job preference opens to contracts to higher roles means that after you meet a client on Upwork, you're available for them to actually hire you on a full-time role. Also, my categories, these are the categories of this particular person: accounting and booking, community management and tagging, customer service and tech support, virtual assistant, project management, data entry and transcription services. These are our own services that she's offering as a virtual assistant. And then we have this proposals part, which is where you can see if you have like invites for interview. So as you can see, people there are 3 ways for you to get jobs on Upwork. It's either they invite you directly. So when they invite you directly, people they just invite you just because your Upwork is really, really optimized, and then you get an invite. Another way is to apply for jobs directly. And the last method is to actually create a project catalog. So when you create a project catalog, people can just buy your project catalog. I don't know if you've ever heard of Fiverr. That is how Fiverr works. Anyone that uses Fiverr, they actually sell their catalog, and that is why how they use Fiverr. So we have Upwork Academy here. So Upwork Academy, you can learn more about Upwork on this academy as well. We have direct contract. These are the jobs that you get directly. We have get paid. This is how to get paid, how you can add your account and all and all. So after that, we have the find work option. This is where you can see your saved jobs, your proposals and offers, your services. If you want to promote with ads, if you want to see your direct contract, this is where you can see all of them. So this is the deliver work part. This is where if you want to see your active jobs that you're working on, you want to see the hourly work diary, how many hours have you worked for example. So when you start getting jobs on Upwork, there is an app that people install on their Upwork, which is Clockify. So for example, a client is hiring me and our agreement is that I'm working for 10 hours per week. So we use this to actually tag or to track how many hours that you're working on. So that they don't cheat you and you also you don't cheat your clients. So everybody can see, oh, She has worked for 10 hours, she has worked for 20 hours. So this is the money finances. This is where you can find your financial overview. You can see your reports, your billings and earnings, your transactions and invoices, your certificates of earning. This is where payments, you can withdraw your earnings to your bank accounts, your tax forms, your tax information as well. Then messages, this is where you can get all of your private messages that you get from Upwork. Also, when it comes to this question mark, this is your help. This is your apps and offers, other things are embedded. Notification, this is where you get notifications on some notifications on Upwork as well. Also, this is where you see if okay, this is your online, your profile, your stats and trend, your membership plan. So Upwork also has like a Upwork Freelancer Pro where you subscribe with I think $14 per month, and then they will give you a T Connect every month. They recommend your account. So it depends on how much you are willing to go. But those are not the most important things. The most important things is for your account to be well optimized. So now, aside from the fact that I've taught you how to actually okay, set your rates, do all of these things, I would want you to actually make your research. So for example, I use virtual assistants in making an example for this class, and I'm aware that not everyone is a virtual assistant here. So one of the tricks that you can actually do also after logging into your account when you have access is to come here and then go to this talents part. So we have jobs. This is where you can search for jobs according to what you want to apply for. So some of the jobs that you might not find here as well, you can actually find them here. So I go to the job section, for example, and then I click on virtual assistants. So when I click for anything related to virtual assistant, I can even go ahead. You see all your skills that you mentioned, calendar management, that can be what I'm going to type there. If it's email management, so you can type any of your skills. So now when you want to now search for these skills, you can, these are the categories I can use to search for it. But you know, under virtual assistant now, they said almost 6,000 jobs or 8,000 jobs have been posted. So you can actually just come here and just see based on newest affiliate marketing virtual assistants, experience admin assistant for my email migration, uploads and calendar, freelance needed to apply for jobs on my behalf and all. So after searching for this, if you are not satisfied, you can actually limit your search and okay. For example, most of these jobs that you can see, probably you want jobs that are just for entry level. You can click on entry level. If you want jobs that are just for hourly type, you can just click on the ones that hourly. You can click on the ones that are just fixed price, depending on what you want to see. So if you want to see jobs that are less than 1K to 5K, $500 to something less than $100, it can actually just optimize and show you. If you want to see jobs that are just less than 5 proposals, so this way you can actually utilize this search option. So you want to see client info, you want to see only payment verified jobs. When you click on it, you want to see client history as well. How many hires do they have? 1 to 9 hires, 10 to 100 hires, no hires. So you want to do that based on that. So before I forget, also when you're applying for jobs on Upwork, there is one rule. Most of the times when a client have never hired someone before and they have an account, is actually a red flag. Like I said, your connect costs a lot of money and you should not waste it to apply for jobs that are not needed. And this is one of the jobs that are not needed. If someone has been posting jobs and do not hire, just see them as jokers. Some people just come on Upwork just to play, and then you'll be wasting your own connect, and at the end of the day, they don't even hire you for any jobs that are trying to apply for. Also, you can search based on client's location. You can search based on client's time zone. If you're looking for jobs that are just less than 1 month, you're looking for jobs in UK, in Nigeria only. So you can search for jobs based on that. Now, aside from jobs as well, I can go to virtual assistants and search for talents. And search for talent. So this is one part that you should also be looking forward to. And that's because one thing I also use this part for is to actually optimize your own Upwork as well. So it's still loading. So when you search by talent, it's going to bring you accounts of people that have made money on Upwork or that are currently on Upwork and that their profile is in public. So it's going to show you some of those accounts. So let this finish loading. Why is this doing it? Let me just search for virtual assistant here. It's talents that I'm looking for. So virtual assistants. So now the reason why all of these are important, when I was talking about the earnings with you. So now this particular person, so we have three talent badge on Upwork. We have the top rising talents, we have the top rated. This particular account that I am on, she's actually a rising talent, but my own account, I'm a top rated plus Upwork. I've been using Upwork for a long time. So now you want to see what does this mean? Why are you here? Let me just explain briefly why you can actually use the talent part for. So I was telling you that even the $10 that I put it sometimes, if you want to be competitive and you feel like you can do it, you can actually bring your rates down. So now, for example, this particular person, she has earned over $70,000 on Upwork. She has 85% job success, and then she's charging $5 per hour. So what this means is that because her rate is low, she has the potential of getting a lot of clients. But sometimes I do not actually agree to this point of view. But when I just starting, I'll just leave it. And sometimes there are some work I'm sure as well that she herself would not do for $5 per hour. Let me use myself as an example. I have an agency. I have like a lot of things on my plate. So it's very hard for you to find me applying for this kind of jobs. But let's assume on a broke weekend, I'm just there and I just feel like, oh, I can just do it. And then you just do it, but not that you should just bring your rates down. But majorly, when it comes to virtual assistants, they do not have the opportunity to actually increase their rates like other skills. For example, website designers, software developers, they can increase their rates to like $40 per hour, $50 per hour. They have the opportunity. So now, aside from the fact that one of my friend I'm trying to search for this, there are some things that we are looking out for example. So now, when I said some skills are related, you would see what I'm trying to talk about here. Any virtual assistant, data entry mining, all of these things are related. Virtual assistant, social media manager, you can see that even added it as part of the skills, they are related. Virtual assistant, Shopify, and data entry experts, they are all related. Proficient administrative, virtual assistant, VA, they are related. Rockstar virtual assistant, this person has also earned $40,000. She has worked, her rate is $4 per hour. We have this virtual assistant from Kenya, an admin assistant. We have this high-skilled virtual assistant plus customer service. She has earned $10,000 and $6.5 per hour. We have this seamless support awakes. I am here as virtual assistant. So now we have this person from Kenya. We have this person from Philippines. If you go down, you will see a lot of people from Nigeria. That is how it works. But now, what do you need these people for? So what I use them for is that I actually go to, or you see these people that have done a lot of jobs, I try and open up their profile. So now I open up their profile. What am I looking for? I'm trying to look at the categories that they've selected, the kind of works they are doing, and also how they write their profile. So now this particular person said, I'm a full-time freelancer. I'm always ready to work for 7 days in a week. It's due for me, something, something. I have an experience in data, something, something. Like these are all the tags that she has to work with. So what I would do when it comes to this kind of one is that I'll just write it down somewhere. I'll open one other one. I'll open another one. So that place where you have to write your summary, your about section as well, you can utilize it. So I open another one. I do a wide range of something. My key differentiations are among the top something something. Everyone writes in different ways. So, but I can see this as well. I'm going to note this. I'm going to note the amount that she's charging Excuse me, she has 92% job success as well. I'm going to still come down. This person is the top rated freelancer as well. I'm going to still check for our own as well and see, okay, could you send me a mission? You have found the right one. He doesn't actually even use copywriting to write our own. I used to work with a client on something, something. You want to see all of these things. So now you can see everything that she can do. You can see her skill section also, in case you want to add your own skill section. You can see everything that she's added, administrative support. You write everything down. You write everything down. So one thing I wanted to show you also is that you can see these other experiences. I've worked as a computer assistant in a something something. So these are some of the things that you would add. So you just go through all of these people that are top rated and find things that are actually related that can actually work for you. You can even use their own to actually rewrite your own as well. You can use their own profile section to rewrite your own, to just get ideas on how you can use it. Although, like I said, I'm going to share a template with you, but you can actually still use it to to do that. So this person has done, you can say this person even add Canva designer as well, data entry, lead generation, virtual assistant, email marketing, bookkeeper, auditor, data entry, and virtual assistant expert. So you just check everything that's for, if the data entry you are looking for, you click on data entry here and look for what they use in their skill section. People that are actually doing this data entry. You look for the skills that they add in their skill section. So you can always go back to, so this person is saying virtual assistant, Shopify, and data entry expert. She has earned $50,000 plus. And then when you come down, you can see this portfolio section as well. We'll come back to that. You can see the skills that she has added based on the fact that she's doing data entry. So this can actually also give you an idea, because you want to see why this top rated freelancers, these freelancers are always getting jobs. Why are they hiring them? What is the reason behind their hire? What are they doing different from me? Also, I showed you one part as well when I talk about the project catalog. So you can actually create project catalog and sell as well. How do you do that? You come down here and see all the projects that we have in existence that are related to your field, and then you see, for example, this virtual assistant, this person is doing data mining, data entry from $12 per hour. We have PDF. So these people, you cannot even compete with PDF data entry. You cannot compete with people that are in all this Pakistan, India. They can even charge $1. These people, they are so desperate for jobs. But most of the time, you don't have to be so desperate. That's just the truth. You can see somebody that has $7 per hour is earning 100,000. Another person that is doing $6 per hour. Like, everybody would get their own job as soon as they do everything that is right. Every hour, more than 6,000 verified jobs are being posted. So everyone will get their luck at the end of the day. And sometimes, even some people, it is red flag when your rates are so cheap, because it shows that you are taking like 100 jobs and then you not deliver their jobs immediately. So now, apart from jobs as well, you can also see the projects. So this is where, if you want to create a project catalog, you can come to this project part and see the project that they have in existence. So these are some of the projects for virtual assistants. So personalized support, a fantastic virtual assistant for your business. So if I open this particular one for, if I open this particular top rated, for example, so, for example, this person is saying you get a fantastic virtual assistant for your business. So, when you are creating your own catalog as well, I'll take you back to where you can create catalog. These are the things that you'll be adding. You see their rates so that you know how competitive your own rates are as well. So, this person is saying starter for 1 day. If you want to hire him for 1 day, standard, if you want, this standard is for 2 days and 20 hours of work. This one is for 3 days, 30 hours of work. So these are his rates. And also, these are some of the services that is handling, the project that is going to do. So you can check all this their project catalogs to see what you can also offer. If it's LinkedIn management, if it's LinkedIn lead generation, whatever thing that you feel like you want to handle as well. So you can just create a project catalog. It's also one easy way. So you might be wondering, how do you actually create this project catalog? So we are back to the original page. So when I come to this project catalog here, so you can create a catalog project. So when you want to create a project, for example, there are some things that you need to add. So the first thing is your title. So like as it's shown there, you can say providing virtual assistant services for you, providing social media management services for you, providing data entry services for you. Like I said, always go through people that you feel like are really earning in your field to get an idea of what they use for their title. Your categories are basically all the categories that you set for skills and all, and then you set your prices. Like I said, go through some other prices so that you're not actually overpricing or underpricing yourself. You need to go through all of these prices as well. You also need to gallery. So if you look at those templates that I showed you, they design like a cover. You can go on Upwork and just design something and say Rockstar Virtual Assistant or anything that you do that I can just use to design. Just write your name, just write it back, and just say something virtual. That is what you use like as the cover page. So now this requirement part, I won't be able to move forward with this particular one, but these are just the things that you've put there. So this requirement part is okay, what do you need for the from the client to provide? For example, if you want to manage their social media and they buy your catalog, what should they expect? What do you want from them? So what are the things that you want from them is their accounts, their logo, whatever they need from them. If you need to manage emails, manage calendar, what do you need from them? Their email accounts, their calendar details. So you write all the requirements that you would need for that particular project. So for project catalog, you can create up to 20 project catalog for different of your services and just name it. So one advantage that it has is that even when you apply for jobs and you don't get it directly, people just go to project catalogs. That is why you need to optimize your account fully. People just go there and just purchase any of your catalog, just purchase it. You can buy one for $10, just buy it and you just get paid. And there's actually one easy way as well to get job on Upwork. So you write your description and you leave it for review. Normally, if they want to review your catalog, it takes like 3 to 5 days. And once it is approved, because they have to approve, that's why you have to follow the steps. Ensure that your pricing is okay, do all of those things correctly. And then you send it for a review. And Upwork actually reviews your account. And at that point now, you know that you now have what do they call it? At that point, you know that you now have At that point, you know that you now have your Upwork account. So now also one thing, I want to open the Upwork account also to show you how these things look like, how your profile looks like. So this person is a rising talent, like I said. Her account is verified because she has started earning. She has started earning with her Upwork, so it's verified. So this is our proposal, our summary. You can see our rate is $10 per hour, and she's also getting her own job, but she's not a top rising talent, so it's a bit different. So I excel in email management, my skill set, data entry, website maintenance, project support. You don't have to put everything that is there. Whatever you feel that you can handle, you put it there. Now, let me now talk about this portfolio part that you have to upload. You can see that everything that she uploaded here is not far-fetched. The first thing that she did was that on Microsoft Excel, she created some data sets, and then she just say name, address, something, something, and she just put this email together and she screenshotted it and come right here to just upload it, and that is data entry, just to show that she can enter data for people. For calendar management, she booked a calendar, just how we go on Google Calendar, book a calendar, and then she screenshotted it and put it here. That's her portfolio, her work sample that she can book calendar. For email management, she arranged the email properly and just screenshotted her email on her laptop and just uploaded it. So it's not something far-fetched. If you're a graphic designer, just upload samples of the graphics you've designed. If you're a website designer, show us samples of website that you've designed and just put the interface here. So if you actually want to just upload your portfolio, because it's actually an important aspect, you put your project title, okay, I did calendar management. What is your role? It's optional. Product description, I handle calendar for this particular person. And next, you upload the image and then you save it. If it's a video, you can save it. If, for example, they say, oh, you've written one script, let me see, or you are a video editor, send your samples of work, you can upload it on YouTube and just share the link with them. You can put the video on private on YouTube, and when you share it with them, they'll be able to see it. We also have text. If it's text, if it's a document, for example, you're a content writer, you've written a blog post before. When it comes to add a web link, articles or blog posts, you just copy this link and just put this link here, and then they are able to view it. If it's a PDF file, if you're a content writer also, you've written a blog post before, you just attach all of these things and just upload it here. This actually gives your profile a good look because people can see everything. We also have some skills. These are our own skills that she's providing. Like I said, your skills does not have to be what I've stated. Just ensure that your skills, like as you can see, all our employment history, they are a personal virtual assistant freelancing for herself that she used as well and that has paid way for her. So now let's now come into the cocoa of the day. Now that we've learned how to optimize our account, we've done all of this. Now let's go into the main cocoa, how to write proposal, the kind of jobs you should apply for, and lots more. The first thing I will tell you is that when you are just starting out, I'm going to be showing you some things. There are some jobs that you should not apply for. So now you can see this like, okay, if you are looking at this place, let me just explain some of these things I can find here. The first thing you can see here is that this job was posted 8 hours ago. So now I like to do something personally, and that thing is that the highest people that post jobs on Upwork are people in Asian countries and people in Africa. I'm sorry, in people in United States. So now how this now works is that, for example, if I personally, and that has worked for me, and anyone that I teach that has worked for them, is that if I'm applying for a job from Nigeria, I apply midnight. I apply, like you see that 11, 12 p.m., 12:30 p.m. That is the time that I apply. So one thing from my research that has worked for me is that people in Asian countries, when we are like that 12 a.m., they are like 8 a.m. and they are the one that post jobs a lot. People in India, Pakistan, Hong Kong, all those parts of the world. So now at that point, 8 a.m., that is when they are posting jobs out for people. But we are in midnight. So one opportunity it gives me is that when I apply for job at that particular time, they are online. Immediately they are applying, they are online. Unlike when I come back and see a job 8 hours later, I'm very sure that if I open this, I'm going to open this job, or I'll show you something. If I apply for this job particularly now, the person might not even be online. So what I do is that I just apply for this job at that particular point. Immediately they are posting it. Like that way, I can select like 5 jobs. I'll write solid proposal and use it in applying for these jobs instantly at that particular time that everyone is online. So also, if for example, people in United States, when they want to post jobs, they post jobs like 5 in the evening. 5 in the evening is like our own 12 a.m. in Nigeria. So whatever location that you are, you can use it to judge. People that are in UK that are like 1 hour from Nigeria, you can also use like this timing that I'm talking about right now. So I apply for this job, or sometimes I apply like very early in the morning, like 7 a.m. So that when they wake up from US, for example, they see my proposal in the morning. But one thing I don't do is that I actually monitor my time in applying for jobs so that I won't be wasting my connect, because other connects will have topped my own. And sometimes there are some people that are on Upwork that they are just there to they are there for instant hiring. Like they want to immediately they are posting that job, they want to get somebody to hire for that job immediately. So they don't even have time to waste. They don't have time to waste for you that, oh, you are not online at that particular point. They don't have that kind of time. So what they want is just like, as long as they apply putting the job offer out, anybody that is online should take the job immediately and then they go off. So you have to take advantage of all of those situations. And for me, because I have a client account, I know how all of these things work, because I also hire on Upwork if I have some jobs that I cannot complete for my agency sometimes. So I know how some of these things works. Most of the time, when I go there to hire, I just go there and leave. And sometimes when I actually go there to hire, I hire immediately. I hire immediately. So that is how it works. So now, this particular job now you can see is a fixed price, and this one is that $6. It's a fixed price, is $6. And you can see this person says entry level. Entry level means that you are a newbie, you've never gotten a job before. Even stated this that newbies are welcome, because One trick about Upwork is that your first job is very, very important. And that's why people can even charge $1 to get their first job. That's the truth. So that because when you get your first job and you do it well, it's easier for you to get your second job. But because you've not gotten your first job, it's usually hard because nobody wants to hire anyone that doesn't have any experience. So you can see it says newbies welcome. So you have to check for this. So you can find another job and they will tell you experience level. Anybody that is hiring experience level on Upwork is trying to hire somebody that has done like 10 jobs, like 20 jobs. So don't bother wasting your content except you have excess of it that you want to try your luck. But if you're just starting now, there's no reason to apply for because most of the time they won't even consider you. That's just the truth. That's just the basic truth. Now, this person has stated his budget. His budget is $6 per something. Before I now open this, one of the things you should also check for is payment verified. If you see a job that states that a payment is verified, it means that his payment is verified. It means that if you apply for this kind of job and you get it, your payment is protected. So Upwork has this escrow payment method, which means that once a client posts their jobs, Upwork will deduct, they've added their credit card to Upwork account. So when you are working, Upwork is deducting their accounts for your money. And when you are done with their work, the client certify that you are done. You also certify that you finish the work as well. Upwork releases your money to you. If you now find a job, let me look for a job. Let me see if there's any unverified job. Let me see if there's any unverified job. Ah, people are clients are having sense these days. So, but we'll definitely find one. This is one unverified job. I can assure you. See, I don't like to be I don't like to be a bearer of bad news, but you see, okay, I don't even want to talk about red flags. Let me just go back. I'll come back to this particular proposal. So now you can see this payment is unverified, which means you should not even dare it. That's the truth. You should not dare it. So now this particular job now, your payment is protected. Let's now open it to show you some of the things that will show you that can I apply for this particular job. So this particular job now is saying that you need 8 connects to apply for these jobs, which means that when you use 8 connects, you'll be left with 20. Is that 24 or something, or 20? It's, I don't know mathematics like that. 26, 29, yes, 29 connects. You will left with 28 connects, sorry, when you deduct the 6. Before I now go further to apply for these jobs, there are some things I'm checking for. This person is looking for freelancers with the lowest rate. That is newbie. They're just looking to actually get a job. So now this is one of the things that I'll say this job is okay. So if you are just a new work, just joining, I don't advise you to apply for jobs that are more than 8 to 10 connects. You see some ridiculous jobs, just one job, they are telling you to apply with 16, with 20 connects. If Upwork gives you 50 connects when you are just starting out, you use 7 to for your availability badge. If you apply for 2 jobs of 20 connect, that means you have to start buying another one. So if you apply for jobs of 8 connects, it means that you can still apply for up to 6 jobs before your connects actually finish, and that is quite okay. One other thing I'll be looking out before I apply for a job also is this hired rate. This hired rate is very, very important for me because some people just want to waste your connect and just frustrate you. Why am I saying that? If you see anything less than 40% IR rate, just delete it. Just don't apply for it. And that's because some people come on here and then this they say 60%, 40% IR rate. What they do is that they just come here, they'll post job, they'll just go. You might even see somebody on LinkedIn. Some people even post a job that they posted on LinkedIn. They will now post it here again. They will now post it here again. Now, when they post it here now, other people here now, they will be applying for that particular job, which makes the jobs they will not come back to Upwork. Sorry, they will not come back to Upwork. They are not forgetting that they apply for job on Upwork and they will not hire. So they have very low IR rates, you understand. So for example, this person has spent $120 in total, but he has hired 8 people in total for a job and all. So I've certified this. Like I said, anything less than 40%, please run away from that. Now, I've checked the skills and expertise. So now you can say this person says he needs to hire 99 freelancers. 99 freelancers, that's a lot. And now I'll come here as well. So what am I crying? Before I apply for this job, you know, this job was posted 8 hours ago. So now people are more than 50 people have submitted their proposal. This can be 500 people safe because Upwork only show 50 plus. And then this client, the last time he came to view his account is 4 hours ago. Personally, I won't be applying for this job because if he's already interviewing 147 people, it means that he's already satisfied with these 147 people. So what do I want to do differently? That will not definitely this kind of person will not even go back to his previous to new proposals. Is okay with the 147 proposals. So that is just to show that, but you can see that he's actually hiring a lot of newbies. Most of his jobs here are newbies, and they're even within May, $18. He hired this person for 3 days. This $6. He has said his price. So if it's something that you want to work on, so what he wants to hire for is administrative support remotely, managing schedules and handling. Please mute yourself, please. Managing schedules and handling correspondence. If it's something that you can do for this kind of job, you just but like I said, I won't be applying for it currently right now. So earn money being a virtual assistant for us as well. So this kind of person as well, I'll be a bit skeptical before applying for this job. So, but I can risk it because the connect for this job is actually really low, which is like 4 connects. I can actually risk it. And they said they are looking for entry level freelancers to help with a quick and easy job. This won't take more than 20 minutes or less. Requirements, you're ready to start. You're looking for a long term career. Start your application with the word mouse so I know you read through. So it's $20. It's a fixed job. And then when it comes to this activity, more than 50 people have submitted application for this job. He has not interviewed anyone as well. I can actually apply for this particular one because there's nothing bad in risking there's nothing bad in for me to risk the four proposal, four connects. It's something I can actually risk and just try it out and just apply for it to see if because he has not started interviewing anyone. So now let me go to another job before I now go to that unverified job. So now if I come to another job here, what do we do? Something. This 12 connects here, I won't really advise that you should apply for it. And also this particular person, he has stated that um our company are mainly able to so now you feel better after reading them. So you're able to experience our products. So they also want entry level with the lowest rate. It's a one-time project. So this person has 50 plus proposal, which can be up to 500 or 1,000. And he has not been online for 9 hours. This person seems like a time waster. He's interviewing one person. He has sent out 7 invites. 4 people did not answer him. He's actually a new freelancer as well. He has spent over $6,000. So it's serious. If I saw this job um at the point probably like last night, it was not up to like 11 hours ago, I would have applied for this job. So this is like 12 connects. If it's something I would want to risk, like I said, aside from the 50 you can actually buy more, I would actually try it out as well. So also if I check this particular one as well, 0% higher rate, but I think I've opened it before. It's for connect. Is these are kind of jobs. It's any job that they are telling you they prefer entry level. Just rush them because even if it's $2, they are paying you $3. That your first job is very, very important. This is one job that I would not advise you to apply for as someone that's never gotten a job. Firstly, the amount of connects is too much. You can always look for ones with lower connects, lower prices as well. So now these people are looking for intermediate as well, which is also a red flag, if I would say, because this person would not hire a newbie, and that's just the truth. So this person as well, 20 to 50 proposals, and it was online 1 hour ago. But if you feel like you have more than enough connect is an okay job to apply for, but I'm talking on the basis of if you're an entry level. So now let me now go to this unverified as we saw there, and let me point out some things to you. I'm not trying to be a bad beleo, but let me tell you something. If you go on Upwork and you find any job and they say and the location is India, and they tell you the location is India, I beg, don't bother. Or the location is Pakistan and their payment is not now verified, don't bother. And also, if you now still bother yourself and you now still apply for this job, I don't want to be a bearer of bad news, but you see, they know how to give bad reviews, those people. So, and when they are giving you bad reviews, first they won't pay you. They can tell you, their rate is, they will give you $5, for example. They can tell you they will pay you, they'll give you $5. After they now give you that $5, after they now give you that $5 or $2, you may finish working, they'll just run away. When they run away, they will not come online for like 1 week. They just want to frustrate you. So you know when you get frustrated, you now start complaining to them. They will now go and tell Upwork that you are a bad person, you don't do their work diligently. It's better to just avoid them. See, most people that have worked on Upwork, they will tell you don't even try them. Some people are so desperate. And also when you apply for any payment on verified job, they will tell you, and can we talk on WhatsApp? Can we talk on Telegram? Your payment is not protected. So when you apply for this kind of job, you're on your own. So people say that, oh, some of them pay, but 98% of them will not pay. And also, they cannot even come and publish bad review. And let me tell you something, once any clients publish a bad review on your page, it's going to reduce your visibility, one. Two, you have like bad record already. So people will be very careful before they actually hire you. So you have to be really, really careful. So I don't even anything in India and it's not verified, I don't even go near them. Now let me now tell you one of the most ridiculous thing that is here. They now said estimated budget for short blog writing, no experience necessary. They now rose $4,300. Nobody will pay this kind of amount. See, you can see how red this flag is. About 300. You see that it's just a scammer that is looking for leads or just to get your contact. And once they get your contact, they run away. You can see people have submitted now 20 to 50 because they are desperate. People are so desperate on this platform, they just want to get a job very fast. This person is not going to hire anybody. That's just the truth. And see, people have wasted 16 connects, more than 50 people. They wasted their connect to apply for this rubbish job. And I won't talk about that too. So we have this unverified as well. Is $0 spent. $0 spent. Just run away. So someone once said something that some of these unverified jobs as well. That okay, for example, now when you are creating an account on Upwork take, for example, even you as a freelancer, when you create your account on Upwork takes like 24 to 36 hours to verify your account. So the assumption is that some of these clients as well, their account is not verified yet, and that is why their payment is unverified. Or I'll tell you it's just 2% of them. I don't want to waste your connect because of just the 2% out of those people. So you don't have to do that. So let me check this particular one. This one that was posted yesterday. Don't apply for jobs that were posted yesterday and you're just seeing today. Also, this person is also looking for an intermediate. I would not advise to apply for this type of job also because they are looking for an intermediate and you are just a newbie, and then he's already interviewing 7 people, meaning he has like his options already. This is why I'm telling you about how important it is that I personally I target my time that I apply for job. So because I have a client account and most of the time it just works that way. The best thing is to just apply when your clients are online or when they would wake up to actually see whatever jobs that when they are online to see whatever jobs that you're applying for at that moment. That's just the safest thing to do when it comes to Upwork as well. So the next thing as well is to also let's now get into applying for jobs and then how to write your proposal. So now let's assume this particular job. I'm going to share my Upwork proposal with you on the group right now. So that is what I use to guide me. Although I have like two different templates, but this is one template that I use majorly. I use this template majorly, and this template is I use this majorly, and this template is actually really amazing. So what I do is that firstly, I am someone I would optimize my Upwork. The reason why I'm optimizing my Upwork is that I want a client to trust me better. I want them to see me and feel like, oh, they can actually hire me. I'll add my LinkedIn accounts. So I want to, if you are using your phone, you can actually go, because I'm going to be um I'm going to be going through the template from my phone, because I don't want to be opening two screens. So now let me talk about some of the proposal rules. So the proposal of Upwork rules say that you need to give value. So how can you give value? So one template that I've used, and if I apply for 30 jobs with this template, let me tell you that I've gotten 22 jobs with this particular. I'm not exaggerating. If I apply for 5 jobs with it, I've gotten 3 jobs with it. If I've shared it with 20 people, they actually use this particular template and it has worked for them. So what is it here? So if you check the group, I've sent it to the group. The first thing you see is hello. So now this hello is now in two ways. So one thing that clients like is that they want you to actually personalize them. So one thing you always, the first thing is whatever job you want to apply for, that you want to click on apply now. Before I click on apply now, I try and look for the client's I try and look for the client's name. So this particular client, and this is where you can find it. You would see his name for this particular person now. His name is not here. All these names you can see here are the names of the freelancers that have worked for him. So if you cannot find his name, just leave it as LOD. It's not there, oh, LOTHERE, comma. You just leave it as that. But let me look for another name and see if I can find one of the clients' names. So when you find their name is to go to some of the reviews that they've gotten. So this person does not have any review as well. So if anyone that does not have, it's not a point, but it's just a plus. Even when you're writing cover letters for job applications normally, it's just important that you know the first name of the person you're writing the cover letter to. For this particular one as well, so this particular one as well, his name is Mark. Working with Mark was his pleasure, is clear communication. So the first thing I would say is hello, Mark. So what this gives the client is that this client is able to see that he did the research before applying for that, for his job. You are not just applying. So it actually boosts their ego. That, this person actually went to search for me. So I think that was the only person that mentioned him. Okay, this other person mentioned him and say hello, Mark, as well. So now, hello, Mark. This is what I'm going to start with. So if I can find his name, but I can't find his name, I'm going to leave it as LOTHERE, hello dear. If I can find it, I'm just going to leave it as hello Mark as well. So now, hello Mark, my portfolio, insert your portfolio link. You see all those pictures that you've posted, even if it's virtual assistant, if it's graphic designer, go on Google Drive, just upload everything in one folder and name it as, if my name is Awa, just name it Awa's portfolio. If your name is something portfolio, just name it as those things. After you've named it as those particular things that you've listed, the next thing is now for you to just copy that link on Google Drive. Whatever you want, but Google Drive is safer. And don't forget, when you upload those samples, all those samples that I show you, like, can just go on your email, just munch, and use it. So when you have all those samples as well, you now put it in a folder on your Google Drive, and then you copy the link of that particular project. But please don't forget that, on Google Drive, ensure that the link is public so that when they click on it, they can see it. I'll tell you why this is very important. If 100 people submit their proposal and the first thing I'm saying is, hello, my portfolio, it shows that you mean business. It shows that you have work sample. I don't want to hear any fluff, any story whatsoever. That is what this being straightforward means to clients. Okay, now, your proposal, you cannot use one proposal to apply for 100 jobs. It has to be tailored, and that is why I'm giving you this template. So I can see you are looking for, this one is for a email marketing. So if I want to use it for this particular template, I will now say, I can see you are looking for a virtual assistant for your marketing agent to help your amazing clients. This before I can say, you can leave it, you can just leave it out. And then you now go to talk about yourself. The first thing is talk about the job, then you talk about yourself. I applied to this job because I meet all the requirements. I've been a virtual assistant for 2 years, 3 years. You now come here that I am self-sufficient, responsible, and have strong communication skills, and I'm always eager to learn more as virtual assistants. You now use that. You are tailoring into this particular proposal that we have here. You are not just writing anything. Then as virtual assistants, um, you now talk about how you are also, I'm also great at meeting deadlines, and I can handle multiple projects without feeling overwhelmed or helpless. If you want to know more about me and see what people have to say about my services, here is a link to your LinkedIn account. You are using two stones, Abby. One stone to kill two birds. Any recruiter will go to your LinkedIn, and if they see you have online presence, they can trust you. Because as much as we have ghost clients, we also have ghost freelancers that will just take job and you not see them again. Now you've given them a solid platform where they can find you. They can always go to your LinkedIn and see you, see everything about you. You have a solid profile at that point. And then the next thing is, I'd love to know more about you. I'm free today to discuss details if you're interested. Best regards. After the best regards, you put your name and then you submit. So now let's assume we are using it for this particular job. So when you click on applying now for any job, you click on apply now. So this is where you said your rates that are already here. The client's budget is between $6 to $10. So I think you are good with that rate. So how do you want a rate increase so that your a clients can say that you're a good person, especially when you are just starting out? Just tell them that you are not asking for a rate increase, never. And then this is where you put everything that I've talked about. Please don't do copy and paste proposal. Don't use a proposal you used to apply for 10 jobs to apply for one job. It's not going to work. Just use this template. Let this template guide you to actually write your proposal. So just use it based on that particular. You can even first type it out on the Microsoft Word before you come there. Then these attachments now, you can now upload all those data entry that you have, all those things. You can, but most people don't want to click on it because people actually send corrupt files. And that is why it's important that you attach your portfolio in the first place. That is why it's very, very important. So then you submit your proposal automatically. You don't need to add the certificates. All of these things are not, they are not important. And once you add your certificates, you are done. Let's find another work and let's write a proposal for another work as well. So we'll be making like 3 examples before I open the section for question and answer. So let me open another one. So this particular one as well, I need the virtual assistant. So this is why you start this one. Hello, my portfolio as well. Insert your portfolio link immediately. I can see you are looking for a virtual assistant to help with a number of areas, which includes creating contact links, scheduling, all of these things. They will know that you read their proposal. You're not just doing copy and paste for them. No clients want you to just copy and paste and then you're writing proposal. It's not even related to the job that you're applying for at all. Nobody wants to see that. Oh, scheduling, booking travel, auditing, something. Just talk about it. Yeah. Then apply to this job because I meet all the requirements. I'm a virtual assistant for over 3 years. I have exceptional English, written and oral communication, writing, and presentation skills. You are utilizing everything that you said you want because people want to know that you're actually following their proposal and it's not as if you're just doing one copy and paste. Then you always also have to end your proposal with, oh, I'm great at meeting deadlines and I can do multiple projects without feeling overwhelmed or helpless. If you want to know more about me, you can check me. Here's a link to my LinkedIn account. You attach your LinkedIn account. Just ensure that your LinkedIn account is also well optimized. And then the next thing is, I would love to know more about you. I'm free today to discuss details if you're interested. Best regards. After the best regards, please don't forget that you always need to add your name. If it's Awal, like your first name, just add it. Or the name that you are using on Upwork, just add it. Also, let me look for the last one before I now take questions. So this particular one, hello, my portfolio. I can see you are looking for a versatile and highly organized virtual assistant to perform personalized administration for your management in the geographical area of Europe. So now you now go to apply for this job because I meet the requirements. I've been a virtual assistant for the past 3 years. add-on experience in um reporting to management, formatting and editing report, document and presentations, entering data, maintaining database and keeping records, managing internal and external correspondence. You write everything that they've listed. You also even go ahead that I also um I also have extensive experience in creating documents and spreadsheets using these. I have record keeping and organizational skills. I have all of these things. You put it there, and then you end it with I'm also great at meeting deadlines and I can handle multiple projects without feeling overwhelmed or helpless. If you want to know more about me and see what other people have to say about you don't have to do this about my services. I use this about my own service because I'm actually very active on LinkedIn. But if you feel like you don't have any services on your LinkedIn or what people have talked about, so just leave it that way. And then just add a link to your LinkedIn account and just write the link. And then I'd love to know more about your business. I'm free today to discuss details if you are interested. And then you end it with best regards. So that is just the format. In whatever job that you're applying for, just ensure that if you use this template, you actually tailor it based on what you're applying for. Please don't submit copy and paste. I can assure you that if you don't get some things here, just ensure that you watch the replay of this class and ask questions. Although I'm going to disable this link by tomorrow, but best believe I'm going to share all the replays with you. And when you watch the replay, you can actually just message me privately for any assistance on where you're not clear with. One thing I can assure you is that if you follow all of these things, don't be in a rush, don't be in a hurry. Follow everything, optimize your Upwork very well, write good proposals, learn how to write good proposals. Aside from this particular one, there's also Upwork partner, Upwork itself, they have their let me share that with you as well. Upwork has like their proposal templates. Upwork has their proposal templates. I'm coming. So you can use their own personal template. Those are a lot of people use it. That is why I don't like to use it. But you can also use their own templates as well to learn how to write proposal. They have, I'm trying to look for it. So I'm trying to, I think I've seen it. Okay, I've seen it. So you can also use their personal templates to actually learn how to write their proposal. So I've sent that as well on the group. So that's it. So let me know if you have any question. So let me know if you have any question or you can just unmute yourself and ask questions.
Hi, good evening, Awa.
Good
Thank
evening.
you for the class. Sorry about the noise in the background, but I want to ask for the LinkedIn profile. For
Yes,
instance, I have customer success and relationship management and account management on my LinkedIn. But
yes.
for my Upwork, I can do VA, I can also do customer success and all that. So what I want to know is, do I need to put my LinkedIn profile in the proposal when I'm sending on Upwork? If it's very, if it's different from what it is
Yes,
on my
you can still
LinkedIn. I don't know if you understand.
but you can still put it, but the safest way is to ensure that some extent they are still related. But you can still put it because most people they want to see that you have presence somewhere. So people even add their social media management, social media account. Just that now we're in a professional settings. So if you have your social media account, probably you are doing something that does not align with the brand. It can seem off, but majorly LinkedIn is like a professional platform. So whatever you have posted on your LinkedIn is something that's going to be related. You understand? To whatever job that you're applying for. So even if it's not 100% related, just ensure that, for example, on my LinkedIn, I have a marketing agency. I do a lot of things, but on my Upwork, when I'm applying for jobs, I apply for content writing jobs majorly on my Upwork. So, but content writing is an aspect of marketing. But still, with that, I attach my LinkedIn, because if you go to my LinkedIn, you can see my presence. I'm very active on my LinkedIn account. So, and most of the time, like I said, I actually got a full-time role from Upwork just because they had access to my LinkedIn and they were able to verify me. There was this other lady that actually messaged me directly from LinkedIn, from Upwork, from LinkedIn, sorry. And because most of the time, we live in a strange world. A client wants his payments to be protected. What do they call it? You as self, you want to be protected, because some people just, you do a job for a client now, and end of the day, they don't pay you. And sometimes a clients pay people for jobs and they don't pay them. So because Upwork is like an escrow platform, so some clients actually prefer to just give you the link, to just ask if you have an Upwork account, and then they hire you from LinkedIn, but they hire you on Upwork. So that is why some of the time you need to use the two together. That's one advice I would give you. You need to use the two accounts together.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right. So I think Mr. Patrick is raising up his hand. So you want to ask the question? You can unmute yourself. You're raising up.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, my name is Patrick Ola. I actually joined this class very late. I'm off and on due to the nature of my job. I just want to find out when this free class will come up again before I will know what I want.
Oh, I'll send the recording to you now after. Oh, he has even left. So do you have any other question, please?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, thank you so much. I joined a little late, and I wanted to clarify something because I started doing Upwork like 2 years ago, but for the past 2 years that I've been okay, I lost interest after I tried a couple of times and I didn't get any employment. So I was discussing with a friend of mine, and she told me that as long as I'm in Nigerian, and I applied based on the fact that I'm in Nigeria, my location and everything has already disqualified me. So that's why I've not been getting.
I,
So I was
I don't
wondering that.
I
Hello?
don't accept with that.
So because when I was saying that, I said I don't know, but she works. She do all the jobs she's getting from Upwork. So I was asking her, so how do you do it that you get and I don't get? She said, Juro, that I will not understand that she doesn't. For as long as she's concerned, she's not Nigerian and she doesn't live in Nigeria. And that's all she could tell me. Do you understand? So it got me. I just said to just forget about it because there are some things they will not want to tell you. So I decided. So when after I got your page, but I decided to go back to it to say, okay, let me see if this is actually true. Maybe people are still doing it genuinely and all that. So I don't know how you want to explain that or want to just throw more light on that for us, please.
Okay. So what I would like to tell you is that I don't accept that. I don't want to. I'm coming. Let me share my screen back. I want to start exposing a lot of Nigerians that are on Upwork, because I can actually search for talents. Let me just search for virtual assistant, for example. I'm coming. I'll share my screen now. I'm coming.
Hey, good evening, ma'am.
It's not loading. I'm coming.
Pick Lawrence. Lawrence, they
Please,
come
can
down
you
now.
mute yourself? I'm able to load this thing. Okay. And while I wait for this to load, I will actually tell you that I don't accept with that fact because most of the time, say,
What happened, sir?
um, please can you mute yourself so before this? Okay, so I don't want to accept with that, and that's because even most of the time nowadays, um, especially people in the United States prefer to hire from Africa, and that's because African talents are cheaper. That's the truth. And I feel like if you're abroad, for example, if I get a job of $100 in Nigeria, $100 in Nigeria is a lot of is it's not a lot of money, but it's money. But if somebody earning $100, if somebody is earning 100,000 naira in Nigeria, the person is not poor. $100 is like 150K currently. It's not poor. So now, but they know that if they take this particular money and they take this particular money to somebody in the United States, for example, they can't take it because the money cannot even do anything for them, and that is why they actually prefer to even hire from Africa. But now, let me now show you some of the people that I have here. I just went to search for them normally. So this person is $2,000 I've earned. This person has earned $10. This person $4,000. This is just under virtual assistant. This Bethel $7,000. This Aminat $2,000. Oluwasegun $5,000. $7,000. This person is actually $100 and I even know this person. I know this person very well. This is more $10,000, $7,000. This is just page one. By the time I search for page two, you see this is just under virtual assistant. You can see I use Nigeria. This person has earned $20,000. This person is in Nigeria. This Chinyere, she has earned $5,000 plus on Upwork. She's in Nigeria. This virtual assistant $7,000 plus in Nigeria. This $8,000 plus in Nigeria. $1,000 plus in Nigeria. $10,000 plus customer support virtual assistant in Nigeria. This is just under virtual assistant, not to talk of other skills that we have here. This Ayobami, $1,000 and in Nigeria. Emmanuel Ayomide. I don't want to keep searching for one, but this is just ordinarily just under virtual assistant. I'm just trying to show you that location is never the only reason why you might have issue. Firstly, is that yeah, we like rush rush. People will not have this person Omolara $60,000. $60,000 is a lot of money in Nigeria, and that is how much she has earned in total from Upwork. She does virtual assistant and data entry support. You can see this person also, Miriam, $60,000. Executive assistant, all of this. We have me, this person 10,000, Sandra, $10,000. We have all of these people. So I think this should have answered your question. But one other thing I would like to state is that when they are actually when they are trying to what do they call it? When you are trying to verify your account, it is much the reason why probably it might feel like location advantage is there is that it is much easier to verify accounts abroad. For example, what is tax? I'm not sure you pay tax. Most people in Nigeria do not pay tax, and even if they pay, it's not really regulated like people abroad. So most of the time they want to, for example, like when was last time they did census and all of those things. So because verification of Nigeria is not easily accessible, we just believe that oh, when you're abroad, you are trusted, and because of the bad PR we have sometimes. But saying that people in Nigeria cannot get jobs, I do not accept it. Anyone that I've actually gone through my private coaching on Upwork, like I have a private mentorship that will be together for a full 1 month. I apply for jobs to you apply for jobs together. I don't think any one of them have left for the entire 1 month. Like it's just Upwork that we work on. Oh. I don't think anyone has ever left me after the 1 month without a job. And I'm not even boasting, that's just the truth. So I would like to say that it is not correct. I don't know if you have answered your question.
Yes, you have. You have actually. Thank you so much.
All right. So Mr. Patrick can talk again, please. You can just unmute yourself and talk. So I think I answered your question when you left the other time. And the answer to your question is that you would get a replay. You get a replay after the class. I'll send a recording of the class to you, so you can actually watch it if you're not available. So, but you can actually just message me as well. So, Mr. Patrick, I think I've answered your question as well. You can talk. You can talk. Whatever you've learned here, just ensure that you apply it. We have like 10 minutes left. Like I said, it's from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. So please ask any question. So is there any question, please? Okay. I just assume there's no question. So I just love if you can just drop a review on the group on whatever that you've learned and all. So I think they'll just message me privately if you have like any review for me. So I think that's it. So that's all for tonight. So thank you so much for joining. Well, I have about 60 something people that registered, and everybody is messaging me for a play now. People that did not join the group, people that joined the group, but we just do what we can do. So good night, everybody, and I'll see you when I see. All right, bye. Let me stop recording first. All right.